Alright, what it is, Danny X. I'm gonna be telling you a little conversation that I had with me and my spirit brother Hope. He lives out there in Kenya, Africa, and so I sent him a link to this interview I recently did with Brooklyn Lou, and he checked it out and he had a question about it. Okay, and I apologize ahead of time for my technical difficulties. Um, yeah, I don't have the perfect setup yet, so. On the first live, there's a question. Atheist Brooklyn Lou, the skeptic, asked you that you missed. He asked you what the attributes of your creator are, and I'd like to hear your thoughts on that. I reply, I didn't miss it. I dropped it twice. The second time, a glitch erased half my answer. The defining attributes for God, as I see it, are unity and balance within creation. Uh, Hyperunity resulting in an overall cumulative balance within creation. Number two, consciousness. Number three, dark. Number four, light. He says, thanks for sharing. I also think that unity and consciousness are the attributes of God. I only don't understand dark and light. They seem like second level attributes or creations, but I don't know. But notice I did have, I don't know, it's all one, but you could probably break it down into like what came first. There it goes. Dark and light are required for the contrast, which provides depth within space-time. The Godhood is the fractal singularity matrix of the All-Spark within the Everdark. Guys, do you mind? Do you mind? Hey, pearly girl, quit letting him chew on you. Come here. Quit letting him chew on you. Sit. Alright, fractals are infinitely complex patterns that are self-similar across different scales. Singularity is the quality or state of being singular. Matrix is the set of conditions that provides a system in which something grows or develops. No, Bubba Blue. No. Can't chew on a bone right now. The set of conditions is the fractal singularity, which creates the system of creation, which could be called the Godhood. The Godhood is the singular state of God infinitely compounded to render every possibility and probability, also called creation, the Allspark, or the Omniverse. Unity is darkness, consciousness is light, is another way to think about it, which may highlight the utility of dark and light. Does one precede the other, or do dark and light coexist as original forms? I do think they coexist, but you could break them down into one preceding the other if you would like. But I also uh, I believe that there is an essential element of paradox and contradiction built into the very fabric of creation. And scientific disciplines which have highlighted on this subject are Gödel's incompleteness theorems. So they say math, which is the language of the universe, which is what most people think perfectly and absolutely exacting, but it is not. Like within math, there are built-in inherent contradictions. That there are provable theorems that can't be proven. So like Just check that out. Gödel's incompleteness theorems. You have Heisenberg uncertainty principle. It's not because of the sensitivity of the equipment that you can't be certain about the exact time and place of a particle. It's not because of the equipment, it's because of the nature of reality. There is absolutely an element of paradox and contradiction. Now there are meta levels to everything, meta levels to consciousness, meta levels to paradox and contradiction. And just because there are paradoxes and contradictions which aren't like at the essential level, which are just at the mental level, people think, oh, well, that's all a paradox and contradiction is. But no, that's just part of the meta levels of paradox and contradiction that you were noticing. But anyway, that's a whole different thing. Or is it? You guys lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Nope. Give me 5 minutes. 5 minutes. So to continue with this, I'm going to try not to interrupt the stream because we get into it pretty good on this. This is my spirit brother right here. All unity. Darkness is unity. Okay, what am I saying that? Unity of what? Unity of darkness? Well, all unity is connected. Well, darkness is what connects all of the creation of light. All light begins and ends in the darkness. And I would even go as far as saying light doesn't even move. The darkness carries the light. And you just can't see the darkness. You just see the light moving. You say, oh, the light's moving. No, the light is moving on an escalator of darkness. All unity. Darkness is unity. Darkness is what unites and connects all things. All unity flows from the unity of darkness. So Hope says, if darkness predates consciousness, how did it create consciousness? Ooh. We're getting into some of the paradox of it. Darkness has consciousness. So I would refer back up to this list right here. Right up there. Unity and balance. Consciousness, dark and light. Okay, within consciousness, it goes through darkness before it comes to light. Okay, I say darkness has consciousness. Yeah. Darkness itself does have consciousness, just like light has consciousness. They are. That's the as above, so below, and then all the consciousness is also connected, and God is living through all of our consciousness. We are all a quanta of the Godhood. All right, I don't want to get too off script because we got a good conversation here. So he goes back to my thing. He says, so this is not entirely accurate, where it said darkness and unity came before light and consciousness. Yeah, that might have not been entirely accurate right there. But it might have been. Because as I say, at least I'm honest about it. I pull it out my ass, bruh. This is all intuition and perception. I'm not giving you dogma, motherfuckers. I'm giving you perception, dude. Like, I'd rather have it straight out of my ass that I'm familiar with than some motherfucker's ass 2,000 years ago who might not even have had an ass at all. It's just what people's claiming to be an ass that they pulled it out of. But except they ain't being honest about it, though. They're like, no, these are special words separate from every other word ever. Nah, nigga. Nah, every word ever spoken is the word of God. So the ass that you pulled your words out of ain't no more special than the ass I pulled my words out of. Darkness came before the light. Just as light, or life mycelium is a refraction of dark mycelium. And I call life mycelium, I call it light mycelium. And there is a dark mycelium, which is an ethereal which I say I don't believe in supernatural. Anything that happens is natural. Just if you don't have an explanation for it yet, that doesn't mean it's supernatural. That just means you need better naturalistic explanations. No, cocksucker. Back. Okay. Light consciousness was based off dark consciousness. Yes. When consciousness, there are meta levels to it. Yeah, I'm really gonna try to stick on script, y'all. Sorry. Darkness and unity created the bridge of consciousness, which is shared by the light in creation. Does one precede the other, or do dark and light coexist as original forms? And I'm answering, I do believe existence is a perpetual state of being with infinite beginnings and endings woven unto the eternal dream of creation. And he's replying to my darkness came before the light. What's the difference between dark consciousness and light consciousness? And I actually had to think about that for a minute right there. Yeah, it took me a minute to pull that one out the ass. Yeah, but I promised you guys multiple times in many situations I will come up with whatever mental gymnastics I need to justify a magical world, motherfuckers. And here you see it. But this is what I think. No, it's written down right there, guys. That means it's real, just like the Bible. Nigga. Okay, the dark consciousness watches, the light consciousness gets watched. Ooh. It is contrast in the two forms of consciousness observing itself which provide the depth of infinite awareness. I mean, I pulled it off though. Right? All life is connected by mycelium. All living things have mycelium in their body, which is actually the seat of the soul. Living, physical, also light, mycelium is a fractal singularity matrix as a meta level of the bigger fractal singularity matrix. Okay, and we get into that later too. We'll clarify, touching on all that in a little bit. The Godhood is the fractal singularity matrix of the ever spark, of the all dark within, all spark within the ever dark, all spark within the ever dark. And I'm gonna get some good shit here one day, y'all. Okay, fractals are infinitely complex patterns that are self-similar across different scales. Singularity is the quality or state of being singular. A matrix is the set of conditions which provides a system in which something grows or develops. The set of conditions is the fractal singularity, which perpetuates the system of creation, which could be called the Godhood. The Godhood is the singular state of God, infinitely compounded to render every possibility and probability, also called creation, the Allspark, or the Omniverse. So Hope replies to my the darkness watches, the consciousness gets watched. He said, do both forms of consciousness coexist in man, or just one of them? I say both, because matter is full of darkness and emptiness. So true. We are matter, therefore we are full of darkness and emptiness. Atoms are mostly empty, so we are mostly empty. And I sent him this video right here, before the Word and the Light, just because it was relevant to the conversation. So he replies to my both. So what's ascension? Hey, we're getting to the good part, guys. Give me 5 minutes. I know I said that 5 minutes ago, but I need 5. Hey, quit playing with PJ. Nope, sit. I need 5 minutes. Okay? The fan club's getting rowdy, guys. But we're going to... Okay. All right. With all the bullshit and everything, we're going to get through it, motherfuckers. Right, so I say ascension is motion towards higher states of being or consciousness. Okay, and Hope, to my statement right there, he said, how are there higher and lower states of consciousness in a reality that's equally homogeneous, unified, and balanced? Very good question. And once again, it took me a minute. But you give me some minutes, dude, and I got some mental gymnastics for you. I can't do it like on the spot. So like calling up fucking hit piece atheist shows like the atheist experience where they're not trying to have a full real conversation. They're just trying to get little hit pieces of theists sounding stupid and moving on to the next. No, we don't got time to get fully into it, and we're not going to even give you time to fucking say a full thing because we're going to cut you off at the knees at every other fucking word. Anyway, so that's what Dane's World's for, motherfucker. That's why we're here. All right, but I got you. He said, how are there higher and lower states? And I was finishing my first thought right here, where ascension and descension. So descension is motion towards lower states of being or consciousness. Both are necessary for the full journey of consciousness. Both are inevitable on the soul's journey. Neither is necessarily good or bad. Both are to be understood and utilized. And then he replies to my thing right here. I sent him. He said, I already seen that, bro, and commented on it weeks ago. he hates me sending him videos because like he already goes and watches them. He's my spirit brother, man. So care how cute you are. No one else does either. No one else does. They told me that we took a vote on it, and Bubby too. And we're not doing that yet. Give me 5 minutes. Fuck ass honky bullshit. God damn. Fuck. So I said, yes, it's relevant to the subject. I wasn't spamming you, bro. He agreed that it's relevant. Okay. So he goes, I'm still waiting for an answer to this. How are there higher and lower states? Okay, and in response, I say that's the fractal part of fractal singularity matrix. Because if you look at like the Mandelbrot set fractal, you just keep zooming in into the same little spot, and you go in and it keeps opening up into the same fucking thing you were just at. That's the fractal part of it. Fractal is self-singular among infinite scales of both micro and macro. Higher and lower states are intrinsically built into the fractal singularity matrix of consciousness. Yes, all states are equal by the overall accumulative balance. Okay, so, and I guess that's it. So now we can, hey, you think I can get Bubby howling? Bubby. And if you guys don't like loud noises, you just might as well just click out now. Bubby. Show me, boy. Yeah, Bubby. My son, his name is Theo. My son, he wags his tail. My son, he's always with me. Nigga. Okay. Oh, what? My son, his name is Thaynor. My son, 'cause he likes to play more. My girl, her name is Jaja. My boy, we call him Bubby.
Oh, Bubby. All right. Thanks for rolling with the dark light, y'all. These guys think they're going on a ride to the store or something, which they probably are. So, appreciate it, y'all.